Alright, game start. I'm going first. I'm going to hatch Nyaromon. I'll Digivolve to Salamon. I'll then use Virus Busters for 2. With its effect, I will take the bottom security card and add it to my hand, and then it will replace itself as the bottom face-up security card. And it'll be yours at 2.
My turn. I'll draw. I'll hatch Agumon. I'll Digivolve into Honeymon. I'll then Digivolve into Susanoomon. I'll then use Sunmyojin Arrival. Its effect, I'll trash Kakeshimon to draw 2 cards. It goes to the battle area, and now it's your turn.
Alright, my turn. I'll draw. I'll promote Salamon to battle area. It has a your turn effect, so when it will Digivolve, it can reduce the cost by 1. So I'll only pay 1 to go into Garurumon. I'll then get Garurumon to swing at security. I will trigger the security effect of Virus Busters, so I can play a Gatomon with the cost reduced by 3, so I'll only pay 1. With its on-play effect, I'll add the top card of my security to my hand, and then it recovers 1. And Garurumon will be connecting at security, 1 check with jamming.
1 check. Marine Bullmon.
Alright, I will then DNA Digivolve yellow on purple into Garurumon. I'm then going to get Garurumon to swing at security. I'll use the when attacking from Garurumon to draw 1 and then trash 1. I'll then use its own when attacking effect to Digivolve with the cost reduced by 2 into Arcturusmon. It will be now doing 1 check at 13 KDP.
Security check. Ryugumon.
It will now be your turn. In the unsuspend phase, it has reboot, so Arcturusmon will restand itself.
Okay, my turn. I'll draw. I'll promote Sesamon to the battle area. I'll Digivolve Sesamon into Karakurumon. Draw. Karakurumon will suspend Arcturusmon. It can't unsuspend until the end of your turn. Now at the end of turn timing, I've got Execute, so Karakurumon will attack your security. When attacking, I can draw 1 and then trash a Shellmon in my hand.
Yep, 1 check. That will be Canoweissmon.
At the end of the attack, Execute will delete Karakurumon. First, I'll activate Sunmyojin Arrival. When my Digimon would leave the battle area, I can trash it to play Amaterasumon from my hand. On play, delete Arcturusmon.
Yep, hold up. With Garurumon, it has decode, so I'll decode out a Gatomon without paying the cost with its on-play pending, and then Arcturusmon is deleted and it has an on-deletion, which is pending as well.
Amaterasumon will tuck Arcturusmon and Garurumon from the trash to the bottom of your deck, so that will stop Arcturusmon on deletion.
Yep.
Then, because 3 colors were tucked, Amaterasumon will give Gatomon minus 15,000 DP.
Yep, it's deleted.
Then Karakurumon on deletion resolves, so I'll play Honeymon from the trash. Honeymon on play, I'll trash Wankomon to draw 2, and now it's your turn.
My turn. I'll draw, and then I'll hatch Nyaromon. I'll Digivolve into Gammamon and then draw. I'm then going to play an Arcturusmon. With its assembly, I'm going to tuck under a 5, 4, and a 3 to get assembly minus 6, so I only pay 7 cost. With its on play, it will let me tuck under 2 cards from my trash to taunt Amaterasumon. So that means Amaterasumon has to attack at the start of your main phase, and it'll be yours at 5.
Okay, my turn. I'll draw. I'll hatch another Agumon. Amaterasumon must attack, so I'll attack your security.
Yep, Arcturusmon's a blocker, so I'll block that attack at 13 KDP.
Okay, Amaterasumon's deleted. On deletion, I'll grab Karakurumon from my trash back to my hand. Then, with its effect, I'll play Karakurumon. Amaterasumon has Ascension, so when it's deleted, it goes to the top of my security. Karakurumon on play, it'll suspend Arcturusmon, and now it can't unsuspend until the end of your turn.
Yep.
I'll Digivolve into Gammamon in the back. Then I'll Digivolve Honeymon into Sesamon. Then I'll Digivolve Sesamon into Shishimamon. Shishimamon will give Arcturusmon minus 3000 DP and security attack minus 1 until the end of your turn. Now Shishimamon will attack your security. Honeymon will let me draw one, and I'll trash Marine Bullmon from my hand. So I'm hitting your security for 1 check.
Alright, 1 check. Tame a hero. Its effect will on-play itself.
When your security is removed from, Susanoomon will let me Digivolve into Kaguyamon for 1 cost. Kaguyamon, when Digivolving, I can go into my trash and play Sesamon for my trash. Now it's the end of the attack, so with the inherited effect, I can play a Gammamon from my hand. Kaguyamon has all turned. It gives all my TB Digimon retaliation and blocker.
Oh, okay, nice. And that's my turn. So start of my turn, hero will set my memory to 3. I'll then draw. I'll promote my Gammamon to battle area. Start a main phase, I'll trash a Gammamon to draw 1 and gain 1. I'm then going to Digivolve my Gammamon into BetelGammamon for 2. I'll then use the main effect of BetelGammamon. It will let me play a Garurumon with the cost reduced by 2. With the on-play of Garurumon, I'll return Sesamon back to your hand. I'm then going to DNA Digivolve yellow on purple into a Weregarurumon. With Weregarumon's when Digivolving effect, I'll stun Karakurumon so it can't suspend until the end of your turn. I'm then going to get Weregarurumon to swing at security. Because I only have 6 cards in my hands, I will use the Gammamon effect to draw 1. Then I'll use the when attacking of Garurumon to draw 1. And then I'll trash 1, so I'll trash a Gammamon. I'll then use the when attacking of Weregarurumon, so I can Digivolve for -2, so 3 -2, 1 cost into a Siriusmon, and then draw. When Digivolving of Siriusmon, I can tuck both Gammamons from my trash as its bottom source to inflict enough DP to delete Gammamon. And then finally, I will suspend heroes, because one of my VB trait Digimon attacks, so I can play a Giant Meat with the cost reduced by 2, so for 1 cost. With Giant Meat's effect, I will reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. There we go. I'll add Proximamon, and I'll send the rest to the bottom of my deck. So I'm still connecting. He has security at +1, so I'm connecting the security. 2 checks at 16 KDP.
Okay, first check, Amaterasimon. Second check, Kunlun's Imperial Decree goes to my battle area.
Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to now use the end of turn effect of Nyaromon, so I can DNA Digivolve my Arcturusmon and Siriusmon into a Proximamon, and then it can attack. So Proximamon will immediately declare an attack at security. When attacking of Proximamon, I can play Weregarurumon from my sources without paying the cost. With its on-play effects, I'll stun Kaguyamon so it can't also suspend until the end of your turn. Before I connect with security, I will activate the Gammamon effect. Because I have 7 cards in my hand, I will draw 1. I'll then activate the Garurumon effect again to draw 1 and then trash 1. And then I will use it again, the second one, to draw 1 and then trash 1. And I'll be connecting at security with the 2 checks at big DP.
First check, Wankomon. Second check, Genshi Continent and Ashino Island. So with that, it will let me play a Sesamon from my hand.
Alright, and that's all for me, so it'll be yours at 2 memory.
Kaguyamon will unsuspend, but it is stunned. So now I'll draw, and I'll promote Gammamon to the battle area. I'll trash Kunlun's Imperial Decree to gain 2 memory. Now I'll Digivolve into Kakeshimon for 1 cost because of Gammamon's main effect. Kakeshimon will delete Kaguyamon. Because it deletes Kaguyamon, on deletion I'll bottom deck Weregarurumon.
Yep.
Kaguyamon has Fortitude, so it will replay itself to the battle area. Kaguyamon's on play, I'll go into my trash and I'll play out Kakeshimon. Kakeshimon on play, I'll delete Kaguyamon again. On deletion, bottom deck Proximamon.
Alright, hold up. I have decode with Canoweissmon, so at this point I'll spit out a Garurumon from my sources. without paying the cost, and then Proximamon is sent to the bottom of my deck. With the on-play effect of Greymon, I'll return the Kakeshimon to your hand.
Okay. Now, Susanoomon will attack your security for 1 check, 5k.
Alright, 1 check. That will be Salamon, lives.
Nice, I needed that. I'll Digivolve Karakurumon into Ryugumon. Draw. Ryugumon, when it's Digivolved into, will stun Garurumon. It's when Digivolving effect, so I can place Wankomon from my hand as its source. So that will let me unsuspend Susanoomon. Susanoomon will do a 2nd check into your security.
Alright, check is where Garurumon, 7k, we'll delete it.
Susanomon's deleted. Now, I'm gonna on-play Susanoomon. I'll use Assembly -9, so I need 8 Shambala trait cards with different names. So I'll get Susanoomon, Onibimon, Kaguyamon, Shishimamon, Honeymon, Wankomon, Ryugumon, and Marine Bullmon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's all good. So they will all go under Susanoomon. Susanoomon's on play will then activate. So on play, it'll give your entire board -3,000 for every color in its sources. So I've got blue, yellow, red, purple, green. So that's -15,000 DP to your entire board, deleting Garurumon.
Yep, Garurumon is deleted.
Now it's at the end of turn phase. So I'll use Execute on Onibimon. That will let Susanoomon attack. When attacking, it goes to place one of your Digimon to the top of your security, but you don't have any. Then, because I've got all the colors in my sources, I can trash your top security and recover 1. Now I'm hitting you directly, going for game.
Oh!
Sue!